I was born with something missing from the start. And the words that I heard most often growing up were, "What's wrong with you?" but not in that tone of voice. I never understood the way the world worked. And I went out on a part-time job interview, and the employment agency woman warned me that a lot of people were going out for this interview. Well, I always could get the job. So I did get this part-time job, but I was the only secretary there. And in a month, my employer had to fire me because in the other companies I had worked for, it was big enough that I could be absorbed. But now there was no hiding that I was not competent to hold the job. And that was news to me. I didn't know that. So I was fired, and I wasn't going back home, and I had no way to go on. And my employer asked me out to dinner, and we started talking, and when the restaurant closed, we left, and we talked through the night, and through the next morning, and through the next day, and we never stopped talking, and that was 30 years ago. So my husband said it wasn't something missing in me, that something was missing in the world, and he could see it through me. And one of the ways that so demonstrate that I did find a place where I fit was food. I insisted on making our meals because that's something that I could do, except I couldn't really. In the real world, I was always mixing things up, and even the sandwiches would come out wrong. I can't exactly explain it, but I would always take on more than I could handle and would be frustrated, like I was frustrated with everything in the world. Whereas in Innermost House, all of a sudden, we had a fireplace, no stove, no refrigerator. So that simplifies food way down. Cooking only in the fireplace, and there's that one little trivet that we left in the ashes. We only own one pot, and this is it all the time. And when we would ordinarily in the dusk switch on a light in a world of electricity, it's amazing how dark it can be in the house, and you can still see until it's really dark. And I have to say that if I had the choice and I had to choose all the way between going back to that life that had to remain secret and private and closed, or going and staying in my life that I now have, sharing Innermost House online with the whole world and in person with people, I would choose to be in this world now. I don't know if an Innermost House will ever happen again, but it will never be secret again. So my message to you is to live your truth, to go all the way with what you're after, with where you're going, and have confidence that however much you may feel it's something that doesn't fit in with the world, it will if you go all the way. You've all been very welcoming and alive and accepting of Innermost House and of our story, and I truly thank you very much from my heart. Thank you.